Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Anizi with What If Naruto Had the Fate Summons and Was Trained by Them Part 4. So guys, we last left off with Naruto going to the Wave Village and killing Gato, so let's get started. We see Naruto and Yugo standing in front of Kakashi and Sasuke after the massacre Naruto had just committed. What was that, Naruto? Yugo asked. That was my unlimited blade works, an ultimate skill that my summon can use and only I can do it, Naruto says. But how? Kakashi asks. Sorry, but that's a secret of my summons and I can't reveal that to you, Kakashi says, as Gilgamesh didn't want him to reveal any secrets of the servants to thieves. Plus, I wouldn't reveal any of my secrets to any of you thieves, Naruto says. Thieves? Kakashi asks. The Uchiha clans are full of thieves, and the Sharingan itself is thievery. You steal jutsu from others like you own them, when you don't, Naruto says, making Gilgamesh cry tears of pride as Naruto told this thief what his place was. So you won't tell us? Fine, when we get back to the village, I'll make you tell me how to do that and give me your summons, Sasuke says. Suddenly Naruto commands you lit up and out came a blonde man wearing golden armor. You dare presume we heroic spirits would follow a common thief like you, you mongrel? How dare you speak such blasphemy? I shall take away the one goal that you have, the man says, as golden portals open up and swords rush out towards Sasuke's reproductive organ, cutting it off as Sasuke screamed out in pain as he fell to the floor, and with that the line of thieves is dead. No more thieving mongrels who walk beside us, Gilgamesh says as he disappeared. Gilgamesh is so cool, Naruto says, out loud by accident. Naruto, the Uchiha clan is dead because of your summon. Do you know what this means? Kakashi says. So the clan of thieves are dead. Nothing wrong with that, Naruto says. How dare you call the Uchiha thieves? Are you saying Obito is a thief? Kakashi says. Yes I am. If he's a Uchiha then he's a thief. It's in his blood, Naruto says. How dare you mock Obito? He was a war hero, Kakashi says, charging at him. But Naruto easily avoided the strike before he made his own sword and stabbed the weakened Kakashi in his wound that he got from battle earlier. As Naruto saw him fall to the ground, out in pain, Naruto was about to cut off Kakashi's head, but Yugo blocked it. Naruto, stand down. And you, Kakashi, stop attacking my genin and learn to control your emotions. Obito's dead, deal with it. He's not gonna come back. And you, Naruto, stop mocking the dead. Our mission is over, we're going back, Yugo says. Stay for a day. We're having a party for Lord Naruto, the savior of Wave, one of the villagers of Wave said. Yugo, not wanting to be rude, agreed, as Naruto heard savior of the Wave, and he started thinking, guys, are you proud of me? I saved my first village. Without your help, Naruto says, proud of himself, as the commands hero started to send waves of happiness to Naruto and waves of pride, letting Naruto know that the heroes were proud of him. After the party, Naruto left the village with Yugo. In the meantime, Sasuke and Kakashi found Sakura Horano, who was covered in white liquid and broken. For some reason, while Naruto was away, Naruto was happy that his punching bag was safe. Now he could take out more stress and anger out on her. We now see Naruto and Yugo in Hiruzen's office giving a report when the traiuned comes running in. Lord Hokage, we've received word from Team 8. They need help in Land of Snow. They were attacked by Dotto, who retaliated when they tried to restore Hyoki to the throne, the traiuned says. Very well, Naruto and Yugo, you will go and take out Dotto, Hiruzen says, wanting his weapon to take care of the tyrant so that he could place someone that will owe him a favor in charge of the country. As Yugo nodded and Naruto followed out. Stupid old man, he was giving me easy alliances. When I save them, they'll be more indebted to me than to Konoha, Naruto thought, as Naruto and Yugo arrived at the gates. Naruto, can you summon that Iskander guy to take us where we need? Because we need to get there quickly and save Team 8, Yugo says. Fine, Naruto says, wanting to play the stupid act of being loyal to the village, as he summoned Iskander, and they jumped on the chariot, and they flew to the Land of Snow. Yugo was amazed, as she kept on trying to ask Iskander questions, but Iskander never answered. When they arrived, it was night. They saw Team 8 camping on the side of the borders of the Land of Snow. Yugo went to sleep When Naruto was about to go to sleep, he heard some sounds coming from teammates' tent. He heard grunting that sounded like Kiba and moaning that sounded like Hinata. He decided not to go and disturb them. But what he didn't know was Kiba had tied up Hinata and was forcing himself on her. In the morning, Naruto had slept peacefully, and now both him and Yugo have woken up and met up with Kurenai and teammate. Hey loser, what are you doing here? I heard from Sakura that you got kicked out of Team 7, Kiba says. Well, since you're useless and weak, the Hokage decided to send me to complete the mission that your useless ass can't do, Naruto says, making Gilgamesh get proud. Oh, and what can you do, he says. More than you, Naruto says. Enough, Naruto. Stop, Yugo says, as Kiba smirks. You too, Kiba, Kurenai says, making him get angry as Naruto smirked. We now see Naruto and the Leaf team outside of Dotto's castle. Right now, Naruto had Excalibur in his hand, and he was slashing through opponents left, right, and center like paper. Hey, son of a bitch. Yeah, you, Kiba. Try and keep up with me, Naruto yells as Kiba was way behind, taking out the first bunch of guards Naruto left over. Fuck you, Naruto, he yells, as Naruto kicks a person at him that stabs his balls. Naruto then manages to kill 75% of Dotto's army before jumping high and descending on Dotto and cutting his arm off before he can enter chakra armor. Naruto then slashes off his head. Yugo sensei, and the rest of you, get out of the way, Naruto says, only warning them because he still needed them to enter the training exams to weaken the village, perhaps destroy it. Shine, Excalibur, Naruto yells as a huge beam of golden light wipes out the remaining 7,500 shinobi in a single blast, as teammate fell, seeing Naruto's pure power. Am I weak now, son of a bitch, Naruto says, as Akamaru's pet was too weak and scared to even reply. Naruto, what was that, Yugo says. Like I said on the Land of Wave, that was another one of the skills that my heroic spirit can use, which means I can use, Naruto says. Hyoki then takes the throne and kisses Naruto, making the female servants get angry as they promised to punish Naruto after this, as Naruto blushed. Dogboy was jealous. Hey, Hyoki, I did the hard work, Akamaru's owner said. By hard work, you mean wait for Naruto to finish off Dotto and his men. Pathetic, trying to steal credit. I'm gonna write this in your report. This is why teammates shouldn't be recommended to do high level missions, is because they have someone like you that steals someone's credit. You're an animal. You're an animal. You take remaining scraps that we humans leave behind. Like a pest you are, Hyoki says. After that, Naruto and Yugo returned to the village while Kurenai had to stay there to complete her team's mission. When he got back home, the female spirits took him out to have a long sparring session where he was beaten down because he let another girl kiss him. That wasn't them. We now see a bloody Naruto with Yugo, who said she had some news. Naruto, I managed to get you into the training exams, he says as Naruto nodded before going back home. Gillies the race. Get ready to start gathering how much souls you need or energy to power that. You have a month till the training exams. That should be enough time for you to summon a monster, Naruto says as Gillies smiled. As then Naruto went back to bed and shut his eyes when he felt weight on him. He saw Saber, Medusa, Gine, and lots of female servants snuggling up to him as he played with their hair and they played with his, and he fell asleep. The next day, Naruto woke up to see Gine cooking for them. You need to be ready for the test, Gine, the Ark said, as she prepped a dish full of food. When he looked around, he saw the adorable sight Saber eating. Naruto then entered their waiting area, where he heard Sasuke asking Kabuto about his record. He was about to kill Kabuto before he could give information, but then Gilgamesh told him to allow the mongrel to speak about his prose, as that would strike fear into the enemies, and Iskander agreed with him. Naruto Uzumaki. He had been recently added to the bingo books. His entry is as stated below. Naruto Uzumaki, rank S class, title The Man of 1,000 Swords, killed 1 million shinobi with a single jutsu that created lots of different swords that charged at them and destroyed them, killed 7,500 people with a single jutsu where he made a sword shine a light beam that destroyed them. People think it was holy. Orders: Do not approach unless you have 3 S ranks with you, Kabuto says as he saw everyone afraid of Naruto. He too was kind of afraid. Naruto then completed the first exam with ease by tracing someone's paper. Naruto was now in the forest of death as he was chasing Kabuto. Come on now, Naruto, why are you after me? Are you with Hiruzen? Does he know? Kabuto says, taking out his weapon. You really think I'll work for that pathetic scumbag and this pathetic village after how they treat me? No, I want you to give this to your master, Naruto says, giving him a crystal. What is this? Kabuto says. It's a crystal that'll buff his strength, make him near immortal for a few minutes while he fights that bastard of a Kage. And also tell him he better not back off the evasion because my forces will help invade during the training exams. Or else I'll kill Sasuke, Naruto says, preventing him from getting a body and the Sharingan, Naruto says, as he appeared in front of Kabuto, kicking him in the dick before taking the scroll. That's just a reminder to make sure that you do what I tell you to, he says, as he goes to the tower, opens the scroll, where he was met by Yugo, who told him he was the first one to ever complete the exam in under 5 minutes. But guys, that's all. Peace.